Inside Unmanned Systems, live here at Xponential 24 in San Diego, here with Jeffrey from D-Fend Solutions. Welcome, Jeffrey.
Glad to be here.
Great. Would you like to just maybe introduce yourself and introduce the firm and talk about some of your services and products that you're discussing with clients this year?
Sure, definitely. Jeffrey Starr. I'm the CMO of D-Fend Solutions. We're the global leader in a very specific category of counter drone, of counter UAS, what's known as RF cyber takeover mitigation, as well as RF cyber detection. And while drones have proliferated around the world, and one of the great things here at AUVSI Xponential is it's a celebration of the success of drone proliferation across many different applications, sectors, use cases, environments, which is wonderful. But that emerging drone society and economy needs to be protected. Because in all of those segments, as the drones proliferate, there's a very, very small but significant portion of either bad or careless actors that can do that can actually cause harm with drones, whether it be by collision, by attack, by something criminal, combatant, careless. And what we do is in these highly sensitive environments, we offer a surgical approach where we basically take over the rogue drone and land it safely in a pre-designated zone. So there's no operational disruption, there's no collateral damage, and it's very surgical, it's very specific, and continuity prevails. We basically prevent an incident as opposed to just defeating a rogue drone. So that's the idea. We're in over 30 countries. We're in many different segments and applications in military, homeland security, law enforcement, critical infrastructure. We have over 150 people. We're growing quite rapidly, and it's great to be in this environment as part of the ecosystem to preserve the UAV growth.
Great. Yeah. So over the few days, we've definitely heard a lot about security, cyber, CUAS. From your perspective and what you've worked on recently, what are some of the biggest emerging threats or vulnerabilities in that the drone industry needs to be concerned about?
Sure, that's an excellent question. And by the way, we study that very closely. And on our website, we have something called the Drone Incident and Attack Tracker, not related to our core counter drone business, but just as a public service to the public and to the industry. We constantly track incidents every single day and put them on this tracker by geography, by industry, by sector, by date, location, type. You can sort them, you can filter them. So we're studying that very closely, and it's just widespread throughout many different segments. Airports, most notably, for example. Almost every single day or week, there's some incident at an airport. The last few weeks, just Pittsburgh, Raleigh, Durham had flight diversions, delays, angry passengers, lost revenue. So that's an area where we're seeing a lot of emerging threats. Critical infrastructure, nuclear power plants, chemical plants. We're seeing drone incursions that are very, very worrying. Prisons. Mass events, for example, sporting events. Just a few months ago at the NFL AFC Championship in Baltimore, there was disruption. There was a delay of game caused by a drone, and I don't mean in the penalty sense, but in the real sense. So all of these are sensitive environments. And to your question, as the drones get smarter, especially now you have AI-enabled drones that can evade conventional countermeasures like jamming and kinetic, the challenge grows even more severe.
Yeah, what is that sort of counter drone challenge that you guys face? I mean, I know to the extent that you can characterize it, because obviously you don't want to give away how it works.
Sure, of course. Yeah, what we, and you phrased it exactly right, and we characterize it as a never-ending cat and mouse combined with leapfrog game, because as new commercial drones come onto the market, we rush to be responsive and be proactive and anticipate that challenge to enable to counter those as well. And we're talking about the threats caused by commercial drones or modified do-it-yourself drones or tampered with drones. And so that's exactly it. We kind of embedded in our technology is a focus on the most dangerous drone threats, and so we constantly analyze that. Drones that can carry a heavy payload, travel long distances, they're durable, and they're pervasive. So bad actors or careless actors can easily get a hold of them. And our focus is on studying those and overcoming those, but again, not by shooting them out of the sky, not by jamming and causing other communications or operational disruption, but by very selectively, surgically, precisely removing the threat from the sky in a way that doesn't cause any collateral damage, doesn't cause disruption, and allows continuity to prevail. So the game continues, the concert continues, flights continue, whatever it is can prevail.
Wow, yes, you're able to identify and pinpoint the precise sort of bad actor or drone that went off course, and just kind of neutralize that one specific thing without disrupting like you said, without making drivers think that they're in a different state on the highway next to the stadium.
You're right, and now as the skies are increasingly crowded, there's a lot of positive beneficial drones in the same environment as these threatening drones. So a very important aspect of the technology is to be able to distinguish between the positive, approved, authorized drones that are in the sky, and really only focus on the rogue drones and not hit everything out there. And also technology that be able to distinguish exactly that. When some of the legacy technologies, for example, sometimes may confuse a flock of birds with a drone, we really want to focus on the rogue drone and then make a decision either autonomously or manually or based on decision support tools, whether to just allow it to continue because it's seen as beneficial, or fend it off, or actually force and take control of it and land it in the designated zone for the authorities to take appropriate measures.
Great. Well, thank you, Jeffrey. That was
Sure.
all very interesting and an absolutely essential, area of counter UAS that I'm sure we'll be hearing lots more about in the coming months and years. So
Excellent,
thanks
great,
very
and
much.
we look forward to continuing to allow this new drone economy to prosper and flourish by only focusing on those bad actors. Thank you very much for
Great.
having me.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
And we'll cut it off there. Thank you
Thank
from
you.
Inside Unmanned Systems at
Okay.
Xponential.